I-76 East ramp.
I'm probably here from the GPS. I am driving back to New Jersey to
In a quarter mile,
drop off
onto
some of the
I-76.
paperwork for me and John, and then pack some things again. It took a couple trips. You know, you never realize how much stuff you have until you're packing it up. But I have another truck, and so this upcoming weekend I'm gonna have to pack the last of my furniture and then take it to the storage unit. But for now, I am taking boxes to Sammy and getting all of that squared away for Advents. Because Advents went out.
On I-76 for 6 miles.
And yeah, I'm gonna try to make it a short trip because I want to get back. It's me and Jared's night off. But I do have a ton of yarn to twist. I did some darn good yarn. They hired me to do 4 colorways for them. I've already done 1 and it's scheduled to go out tomorrow. So I have to twist and label those and get them all packed up and ready to go. Aside from that, I am gonna be in the dye studio all day tomorrow, and and my main reason for going back home, forgot to tell you, is that my car broke. So John took both cars. I did not have any of the cars because they were legally his and he wasn't budging on that, which is fine. I probably couldn't have afforded the car payment on my own anyway. So I bought a car with a little bit of cash that I had, and the power steering went. So it has a leak in the power steering, and I'm gonna have to figure out if that's something more serious or if it's just like a leak in the hose. So that's my main reason. I put power steering fluid in the car, or Jared did rather, and then I'm gonna drive it back, and I'm driving it to my dad's mechanic, and while I'm getting it looked at, I'm gonna hand in the paperwork for me and John. So yeah, that's what's going on. Okay. Sorry, I had to turn the fan off. Hi everybody. I am preparing for the Balzac Yarns trunk show. So this is my current setup, and it's much smaller than what I am used to, but I'm grateful to have it. Here I am. So I basically turn this fan on exhaust and it takes the steam out, since I won't be able to hook up my industrial dehumidifier until I get an actual dye studio in the garage here. But I'm preparing for Balzac Yarns trunk show, and I'm doing some personal orders. I'm going to a football game on Sunday, my first football game since I was at Clemson. I went to like 1 there before things got really rough with the PhD. So I'm excited about that. Jared's taking me to the game. It's an Eagles game in Philly. So I am dyeing the brand new collection. I'm doing fingering weight and DK weight. I did, unfortunately, order DK, but then it all sold out for personal orders before I even started Balzac Yarns order. So I'm going to have to order DK and then like finish the DK in a few days before I send it out. Oh, that's right. I'm not mailing it. I'm actually driving there because I'm going to go there in person. But yeah, I'm doing the whole new collection, and then I'm making kits for, I think it's called the Blurry Cowl. It's like a pattern they have at the shop, and it's 2 DK skeins, and I'm going to do like kits with the new collection and DK for it. And then I'm doing cashmere kits, a few of them in this collection, maybe just like 3. And then I have kits and things that hadn't sold from fall, and I'm going to send those fall things with this as well because it's the end of November and people will still be wanting those pretty fall colors, maybe as well as Christmas. So I'm sending holiday and I'm sending fall to kind of give everybody a choice. I'm sending mini sets, hat kits, and sock sets. So I also have some like slub and mohair, those big poofs, and I'm gonna send them because I think they're really good for the Raincoats and Recipes shawl, and I'm gonna send them as kits. So like odds and ends somewhat, and then a lot of new stuff. It'll be like premiering the new collection at our first trunk show for the winter. So yeah, and then we have another trunk show in January, I think. January. And then we have a show in February. I don't know about December yet. We'll see if I can book something for December. I feel like we had something in December. I'm not sure. We'll see. But we are coming out with something new again. A lot of times we come up with these ideas and then we save them and we release them slowly. We are putting out Muppet minis. So for those of you that are a fan of the Muppet Christmas Carol, we're going to do a mini and a charm set with that, kind of like we did with the Misfit minis. But it's going to be in a DK Highland Wool mini instead of a fingering weight Highland Wool mini. So yeah, I think that will be pretty awesome. I think they're coming out mid-December or like beginning of December, something like that. So yeah, that's what's happening, and I'm just gonna spend the day in here because there's a lot to do. I'm having a hard time because, well, it's hard to be like in a new place where you have no idea where anything's at and just like a new workflow. And right now I'm doing Darn Good Yarn, so it's like really rough. I'm doing Darn Good Yarn, I am dyeing yarn for a trunk show, and I am doing personal orders. So far I have quite a bit of personal orders that came out. There's a bunch more dyeing up right now. So I have pans here. Basically they're not heated yet. I have one on the burner and then I just rotate. So those two have been heated. I'm going to put the other one back and then I'm going to switch out for this pan. So I line them up. I dye them cold, which for some colorways does not work because it means that the colors will run a little further. Like when it's really hot, you can kind of like hand paint and the color kind of strikes immediately, but this way it spreads a little more, which I use to my advantage to dye Darn Good Yarn. I usually strategically make the colorways that way so that I can dye them in a large batch cold and then put them on the warmer one by one. If I ever get stoves and like gas to work with, I won't have to do this because they'll be heating all at the same time. But for now, this is the way it works. And so I have 50, there's 10 in each pot right now, and then I have 50 more to go tonight. And then I gotta get up tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. and start another round of 100. And then I have a football game on Sunday. Jarrett bought me a ticket to the Eagles game. It'll be the first one I've ever gone to. And then Monday I have to dye 100 more. So, and Sunday night I'll be scanning up all the ones from now. I don't know where they're all gonna dry. There's not enough drying racks. I have no idea what I was thinking. So yeah, it'll be fine, right? It's fine.
Go Birds!
So me and Jared just got done tagging and twisting all of the Darn Good yarn well, like 200 of them. So there's 100 left. I'll show you that colorway real quick. So one of the colorways was inspired by one of their skirt patterns. Sorry, I just pet the cat and it's like killing my nose. And it was like a red and had these colorful speckles. Another one had, it was called Leafy Green with Pops of Color because it was leafy green with pops of color. This one is inspired by a goddess that they featured. I really like this one. It's got some smoky speckles in there, like a light lavender color and a gold. It's pretty. Reminds me of a goddess. So I only have 5 of those, and I need 100. These are just samples, so I'm dyeing 100 of those up today. All the trunk show yarn that's left, so I have about 6, 7, maybe 8 dye pots left. And then I will probably package the trunk show after Thanksgiving. So yeah, we got that out this morning. I'm just having some coffee. This has been like my little station here today. And I'm gonna make some breakfast, potatoes, eggs. I'm gonna have a really good breakfast before I get started because I feel super hungry. And I'm very, very tired this week. So we finished moving. There are boxes still in the corner there for the kitchen. We have some paintings that I had bought like the month before me and John kind of really ended things. My grandfather's paintings are finally hung. Like we got those a while back, and me and John just like stored them because my house was so like light and white, and I couldn't really find space for the paintings. But his house has this like dark wood, and you see the cabinets and this. So yeah, he really liked them, so we hung them. The other 2 are gonna go upstairs, I think. Excuse me. But yeah, the making room is a disaster. He gave me a room, an office. Same kind of setup I had where my office is right next door to where I'm dyeing the yarn. It won't be for long because I'm going to start dyeing the yarn down in the garage once that's set up. For now, it's a mess. I'm going to have to go through that today and get everything like sorted. I need to get the kitchen stuff put away so I can cook Thanksgiving dinner. My mom, my sister, my dad, and Coda are all going to come here for Thanksgiving. We have a turkey thawing. I hope everybody has a great holiday. It's a little like bittersweet for me. It's going to be weird, you know, not cooking with John. He was really big in cooking. We used to cook together. So things have been good here. I'm starting to finally get a little acclimated. And it was all so fast that it's a little strange, but you know, it took a little getting used to. But I've been really happy, and there's been a lot of like laughter. I get up early now, and the days are good. I've been going to bed fairly early. So I'm on more of like a schedule now. I'm going to start working out again too. I got my weights. He has 2 kitties. And Tigger is currently not getting along with them, but they're tolerating one another for the most part. So he's doing good though. He's doing really good. He started to like play a whole lot. No, we don't do tables. I saw what you were doing. No tables for you. Yeah, so he did it anyway. He's on the table. Come on, we don't do this. So yeah, I'm just gonna make a little breakfast. And I just want to check in with you guys and tell you how it was going. Oh, I have some. Sorry, now I'm making you dizzy. I have And this is, I apologize, this is the only knitting that I have done. Well, it's not even done, but the only knitting that I have actually worked on are my pond skating socks. I'm almost to where I'm going to decrease for the toe. So I have made some progress. Just wanted to show you those. I love the color, I really do. And I think both socks came out like pretty similar, which is awesome. No color pooling, and it's the same skein. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I am still working on them. I almost have them to where I'm going to decrease for the toe. I'm going to look up different ways to make a toe. I've never really done a different toe other than like knit two together and slip knit on one side. But yeah, I have not gotten a ton of knitting done. The moving and dyeing the wholesale on top of a trunk show has just taken most of my month. It's just been very emotionally draining, very stressful. There were good things too, obviously. I went to my first Philadelphia Eagles game. That was super exciting. And yeah, so there's been exciting things. But yeah, mostly like I have not stopped. I haven't gotten a moment to like really sit and enjoy knitting in a long time. So I'm looking forward to the holiday season, hoping that I can just sit and get something on the needle. So what I'm thinking is I have the set that for a woolen picnic, a woolen winter picnic. I want to do like all 7 colors and make a stripes sweater by Andrea Mowry. Chelsea from Legacy Fiber Arts made one, or she's making one, and I just haven't been able to get it out of my head. And I was thinking, like, how do I showcase a whole collection like in one piece? And I'm thinking stripes. I don't know. Anybody else have like suggestions on something that has many color changes, maybe another striped thing? Or I was also thinking like a sea glass tee, but I don't know, because like the stripes is a DK weight, and this is fingering that I dyed up the samples in, and I'm thinking I can hold a double for each stripe, which is going to be a pain, but it won't be that bad because once I change stripes, you're actually getting rid of that color and putting it aside. I'm not going to have like a bunch of strings like I did for my Llama Love. Even if I have to weave in all those ends, that's how I'll do it, because I don't know if she carries it up the side or not, but it's fine. So I don't think she would carry it up the side, because you have like 7 color changes before you even get back to the other one. So, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm picturing it like this really beautiful like Christmas sweater. So I'm hoping things will calm down right after I get the Darn Good yarn out and the trunk show out. So then I'll have more time to sit and like really enjoy knitting. We did spend some time doing Legos. I used to build like a big pink castle when I was younger, and it was quite a few hundred pieces, maybe even 1,000 or so, and I really, really loved it. It's just relaxing, reading the directions and putting the pieces together. And when I got here, Jared had all of his Legos, and, you know, I joked with him. I was like, yeah, like, I used to build Legos. I'm a weirdo. And he's like, oh my gosh, we have to build Legos together. So he bought all these sets. We even got a Harry Potter Hogwarts castle, and we're going to work through that through December. So I know it's weird to have, like, a making update, but I hope that you enjoy it, because I've enjoyed it. And I think I'm going to try to take like a progressive thing so you can see each step of the way how the castle comes together, which is pretty neat. So I did take like some time for that. It only took us a few sessions to finish the Guardians of the Galaxy ship that we did. And some of the time, like, I was knitting on my socks in between, like we would each take a turn and he would work on it while I knitted. So, or if I twisted yarn or something like that. So I did take some time for that. I do want to delve in and really, really hit hard on a sweater. I really want a Christmas sweater for some reason, and even if I don't finish it by Christmas, like I want something that I'm going to be able to wear through the winter, and I think those colors are just gorgeous for the winter. So, I never used to really be able to get John Christmas presents, mostly because I was pretty much a dependent. Like, I went to school, and the money I made from being a graduate student assistant is like null and void. I mean, everybody knows students are poor. So John was really wonderful in that he really provided during the time. I mean, I brought in a little bit of money, but it wasn't anything serious. And I never got to really like delve in and buy Christmas presents after I quit my waitressing job and went to school. So I didn't, and then like he was really hard to shop for. I don't know, but Jarrett, he has like, this home is new, so he just moved in like a year ago or so. Yeah, he actually, oh, it's a little over a year maybe. He bought his home around the same time I bought mine, and I felt like, so he built like this really nice rec room downstairs, and I felt like if I bought him something, it could be something for his like home. And something fun. So what I came up with was a dartboard, and he is a veteran. So I went on Etsy and I found a veteran that makes darts out of used bullets. I know. So I got the dartboard off of Wayfair, partially because it's like $500 to buy a dartboard on Etsy. When they're handcrafted, it's very difficult. And of course, I'm making some money now, but nothing like that. And it's our first Christmas, so whoa. Anyway, I bought the darts on Etsy, and then I bought the dartboard. So here are the darts. I have not opened the dartboard yet to check it, but I'm going to, just in case something happened to it in transit. So here's the set of darts. They came in 3 different weights. I had worked with the man to tell him like I didn't know anything about darts because he wants you to specify weight, and I don't know anything about weights. So he said he put 3 sets I purchased from him, and he put them in 3 different weights so you can kind of pick what you like. And then he gave the little, so these are actually the sharp tip ones. And it's really cool, the bullet part of it. It even has like the number around here, the bullet. And so I thought he'd really like those. And then he gave me 3 sets of these little wings for the darts. So really, really fantastic customer service and shipping. I mean, the same day that I ordered, he answered almost immediately telling me that he was going to put 3 different weights and that he would ship them out that same day. So he shipped them out the same day. It's crazy. Judging by his pictures, I think he has a shop, like an actual brick and mortar shop. So I just went and checked on the name. His name on Etsy is Owl's Handiwork. If you need me to link you that or anything, just let me know. I can, like, I don't know if any of you play darts or whatever, for a gift for somebody. Not badly priced. I think it was 35 bucks a set for each of these. I think that's what it was. I was pretty sure. And like I said, shipped the same day, and he was fantastic. It's made in the U.S. He's a veteran. And so I thought it was pretty awesome to support a veteran and then to get these for another veteran. So, yeah, I got these and I got the dartboard. And speaking of veteran, they had a flyover at the Eagles game that I went to. So Jarrett got me a ticket. We were like right up on the sidelines, which was pretty awesome, just a few rows back. For me, I don't know all the ins and outs of football, but I had an amazing time. And he was like explaining to me like what was going on when I didn't get what was exactly happening. So it was nice, and I was starting to like get it by the end, and we froze to death like a little bit. It wasn't like so cold that it was impossible to be out there, but it did get down to like the 30s. But he bought me like this really nice Eagles sweatshirt, so I had multiple layers. He got me this hat with a pom-pom on it, and it all had like a salute to the veterans, and then there was a flyover, so they had a flyover after the Star Spangled Banner was sang, or while it was being sung. So I got all of that on film. I'll insert that for you so you can kind of see a little bit of the game and like what was going on. His friends were amazing. We spent time tailgating beforehand. They were really welcoming and really nice. So we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And then after I froze to death, I came home and dyed 100 skeins of darn good yarn. I was exhausted. I literally laid in the bed and like died after all that. I'm still recovering from how tired I am from the game and then non-stop working. And then, like I said, the day after we were getting the house situated. So I want to show you, he hung my diploma. Okay, so this is his stairwell. There he is. And these are like all his stuff from the Marines. And they go up the stairs. It's when he became a corporal. And that's his degree. And then there is my degree. So yeah, it's finally hung after 2 long years of sitting in a envelope. And then he put my book down here. So there's my dissertation. And then he also, so when you graduate from Clemson, you get it's 2 for Tigers. You get a Clemson $2 bill. And he put that in here and framed it in here. So yeah. And that stays there. So I don't know why I never hung it. I mean, I guess I never hung it because after like not getting a job and, you know, like my marriage had such a sore spot around the fact that I was so driven that I just never hung it. I put everything into my marriage and I just kind of like swept that under the rug. And he never encouraged me to hang it. It's so weird, like if I had a spouse who did something so amazing, I would have, and now like I look back on this, I really realize how crazy it is. I would have framed it for them. I would have gotten it framed and I would have put it up in our new home. Like, it's a little strange that it never got hung. And I mean, I know life got hectic, but like I remember the day when we had like a party, the graduate student assistants, like the people I worked with, and all their husbands and wives got them frames, and they got their $2 bills framed, or they got a frame that did both and held their cap in there. But they did something special to get like their diploma mounted and framed. And I was like the only one that my husband just did not. And like now, at the time, like I had felt, well, I didn't hang it, so it was like me, you know. But now I feel like if I was someone's spouse, I would hang it. Like, it would have been important for me to make them feel special, or to hang such an achievement because I would be so proud of them, you know? It's weird. And it was like a weird feeling watching Jared be so excited to hang it next to his achievements and like his things, and just in his home want to hang it. So, it makes me wonder like what I was thinking. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm excited it's hung, but it was a weird feeling, like just thinking about it all, you know. Okay, enough of that. yeah, so hopefully by next week I will be able to tell you that I'm casting on my sweater. Nobody hold their breath. It's been rough. We will be at Balzac Yarns doing our trunk show on the 27th for Small Business Saturday. I may go live a couple times if you guys want to join in. Probably from 11 to 4. I'd love to like say hi, or if you want something, I've made some like special things that are not in the shop. If I go live or something and you see something you'd like I'll put something aside for you, just let me know. Or if I have any like leftover from the trunk show, which won't be until the beginning of December because he's keeping them for like a little over a week, I think. If there's any of those special like hat kits or something left, I think I made a melted snowman chunky base as a hat kit, like things like that aren't in the shop. I will either put them in the shop or I will give you guys first dibs if you would like something. And of course you'll get the 10% off that you usually get. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm hoping I'm going to get to dive this down very quickly today and that everything will go smoothly. My hands have been hurting so bad, I've just been dropping everything that I touch. So it's been a little rough to work, but yeah. Okay, so have a wonderful week. I hope everybody has an awesome dinner. And that you enjoy family if you're going to be with family, if you're not going to be with family. I hope that you're enjoying your knitting, maybe by the fire, or just something simple, maybe some relaxing this season, whatever you're doing for Thanksgiving. But I hope it's a good one for you. Okay? Bye.